Alright guys, it's Jahlon with the Paradox Gaming Network, and today we are doing Ashes 101. I know it's been a little bit. We've been covering the Battle Royale, Castle Sieges, Apocalypse, Development. Let's take a step back to our roots now. Let's talk about the MMORPG. Let's talk about the Caravan system. And let's just cover what we know. So I'm just going to give you some fast facts, and then I'm going to go over all these concepts a little bit more in detail. Caravans are an open world roaming PvP zone. For those of you that are new to Ashes of Creation, you don't remember corruption, you don't remember PvP, a card just linked at the top of the screen, that'll take you to Ashes 101 PvP. But I want to let you know that there is no corruption for attacking caravans. These are the meaningful PvP activities that Steven is trying to get us to partake in. You do get a reward for helping defend caravans as long as you sign on to them before a certain cutoff point. Now, obviously, probably somewhere in the middle of the trip, obviously you're not going to be able to run right out the gate of the town when you see a caravan right on the horizon, join it, and get a reward for protecting it for like 100 meters. Caravans are the method for shipping bulk resources. They hold 10 times more than a mule, which is 100 times more than a player. So if you've got a lot of stuff to move a distance, you're going to want to use a caravan, but there are some risks and rewards to that. We'll talk about that later. Caravans are customizable, and caravans level. Now, we know that the node ones, they are going to be different, or you're going to be able to pick different things based on the level of the node or castle that they're attached to, where they're being shipped from. Personal ones, we're unsure if this is 100% what Steven meant by caravan levels, but it's a pretty safe bet that it's going to be based on how you build them. Now, a successfully destroyed caravan is going to drop a percentage of its goods, and these are dropped as redeemable certificates. More on those in just a little bit. Big piece to start today's show with, though, is this roaming PvP zone. A lot of people were unclear what we meant by that. So here we are. Here's me. I'm with my caravan, and I'm risking it, man. This is a node-driven caravan because we're going to work on the assumption that there's a reward. And I'm out there in the wilderness, and I'm trying to complete a quest from node A to node B, and I'm trying to get some goods shipped. And as I'm traveling, this pretty angry-looking female elf crosses my path. I'm not quite sure what's going to happen, and I'm really waiting for her to make a decision, because she's going to get prompted with a box to attack, defend, or ignore my caravan. Now, obviously, if she attacks it and wins, she's going to get those certificates. If she defends it with me, she's going to get rewarded. Or maybe she's just crossing the road and just happens to cross through my PvP zone, and she doesn't want anything to do with it. She's like, nope, ignore it. I want nothing to do with it. I'm getting lucky right now. She chooses to sign on as a defender, and we travel down the road a little bit. Now, what I didn't know is I did a bad job. I didn't scout this road. It's my first time running a shipment down this path. I don't know that the Orc Uglies are a little robbery band that lives on this road, and they see my caravan coming, and it's a pretty safe bet then, if they're the robbery, crew, when they get their pop box, they're going to choose to attack. They are going to try to take whatever my shipment is, and now we're going to have some combat. Corruption-free combat. This is open world PvP. And now we got a couple of options. What's going to happen here? Let's say me and my new friend win. We win, right? We're going to get to our destination. She's going to get a reward because she signed on as a defender. Now, my quest is complete. I was shipping this stuff to do a quest. I was trying to build my node up where I'm bringing it to. So I was doing the delivery portion. Lots of different options. We don't have all the details, but we know that buildings need mats. The node itself needs mats. So we got that quest complete. Or maybe I was just trying to bring in, a good to sell in this market. This market doesn't have lumber, for example. Trying to bring lumber in. Well, then those goods are going to go to my warehouse. Now I can sell them in this area. Remember, the reason why you have to move goods around in bulk is there is no centralized auction house. Only 20% of the world at any given time will be connected with an auction house. And that's only if a economic node becomes a metropolis. If you guys want to know about that, video that just linked above, that's going to explain the node system. Now, I'm having a bad day. The attackers won. what happens to my stuff? Well, when they destroyed my caravan, they're going to get certificates. Now, they're going to have to go to the point of origin, and they're going to get a percentage of that shipment. If I was shipping 10,000 logs, they're going to get a percentage of those 10,000 logs. Now, we are not sure what happens to the other part yet. Steven has been vague on this. They have said they don't want us to have all the details about all the systems ahead of time. It's possible that a percentage of them just get destroyed on the drop. It's possible that a percentage are going to get returned to me as the shipper. We just don't know. Now, a couple of people have gotten heated discussions. That's kind of why I'm doing this video. Why are these claimed at the point of origin? Well, this is going to be to stop the speed moving of mats. What I could do is if I needed to get a lot, like there's a section of the map that's big on lumber and I need it on the other side of the map in the desert that I'm living in, then what I could do is I could load up a caravan, ship it, have my friends destroy it, pick up the certs, and then we could just fast haul the certificates across the map. That's why they want you to go to the point of origin. You're going to get your logs back that way. Little bit of a break in immersion if we do it that way, but I think the benefits of that method far outweigh the slight break in immersion. It's also possible that we could end up getting to a situation where it just drops the mats on the road. It could end up this way. We're gonna be doing some testing of this in alpha. This would actually be kind of interesting if it did drop the mats on the road, because then the defenders are going to be scrambling to pick it up. The attackers are going to be scrambling to pick it up. Other people might run in and try to pick up stuff. So we might see a shift. This is going to be one of those places where we have to do a lot of testing in alpha. Now I want to talk about nodes versus personal caravans. Guys, you got to work with me here and remember there are two types of caravans. There are node-driven caravans. These have a limited capacity. Shipments are going to get broken up. We don't know how that's going to happen. I don't know if I want to put 10,000 logs on the next shipment, I might be told, hey, the next caravan can't take 10,000. Or I might get told, hey, here's ticket 1 and ticket 2 for your redemptions. Your stuff's been broken up over 2 caravans. And then I'm like, well, I wanted to defend it. Well, you're defending one of them. These can be used for node-specific quests or personal shipments. These are going to follow preset routes. Now, we don't know if by buying the caravan, if we get to pick the route, or if it's going to take its own route. Like I said, Steven is keeping a lot of things close, hold to the chest. And we do know the stats of the caravan are based on the node level, but we don't quite know if we can pay for better, pay for more guards, pay for faster mounts, pay for a better caravan. We don't know those things yet. We also know that there are personal caravans. They are filled with your stuff, so you know the capacity. They are launched from points of storage, and this is warehouses in nodes or storage at freeholds. Steven did confirm this. I have it as a quote soundbite that any point of storage. Now, these are self-driven, so these are going to allow you to be a little sneakier going through the woods. And the stats on these is going to be based on customization. What do you put on your caravan? Now, you're going to build it from scratch, and it's a certificate that gets stamped. What I believe this means, I'm like 100% certain that's what it means, because Steven says they're summonable at points of storage. It's you basically got the back pocket caravan. Again, a break in immersion, but I don't want the whole landscape littered with people's caravans. They are going to be made up of the following parts: wheels, chassis, horses. You're going to have all that stuff in your inventory when you go to the Caravan Master, get it stamped. Now it's all bundled. I don't know what that means for upgrades. I don't know what it means for swapping out a part. Little interesting there. You might have to have multiple caravan certificates based on what you want to do. Again, we just don't know what we don't know. And those things are going to affect the following stats: armor rating, hit points, capacity, speed. We know for a fact that you might be able to have a stronger chassis that has less storage but more hit points. We know for in discussion that you might be able to have off-road wheels versus on-road wheels. We know that you might be able to have less capacity, which will increase your speed. So lots of options here for building your own really personal caravan. Now, why would you ever use a caravan? If you guys know about the loot drop rules, when you die as a person, you only drop a percentage of your stuff. If you're corrupt, if you fight back when you're attacked, you actually drop less. So why would you ever use a caravan? It seems like a big risk. Well, here you go. You're out here in the world, and you are the proud owner of that ship that's almost finished being built. You're building it. You're running back and forth out to your freehold that's down here in the southwest, and you need 10,000 more planks to finish your ship. Well, here's you on the road, man, and if you can only carry 100, you're making 100 trips. You're gonna bring 100 planks to your boat, 100 times. You get out your donkey, you get out your mule, it can carry 1,000. So now you only need to make 10 trips. Because remember, a mule carries 10 times as much as you. But let's say you need that warship like now. You need to finish it, get it out the door. You get out your hauler, it can carry 10,000 planks in one crack. Means you only have to make one trip. I'd call some friends. Reason why I'd call some friends, you've got your risk versus reward. You have to make 100 trips, but there's a finite amount you can lose in any one trip. You will give the other person corruption if they attack you and you don't fight back. And you will lose less if you're attacked and you do fight back. Again, if you guys are unfamiliar with how corruption works, I did link that video at the beginning. Study up on corruption. If you're doing your donkey, less trips, more to drop each trip, but the same as above. If your donkey's attacked, you're attacked, that's going to give the person corruption. If you do fight back, you'll drop less. Now your caravan, in this example, you're only going to have to make one trip. You're going to save a lot of time, but you may lose it all if it drops. And you are fair game. A caravan is a rolling PvP zone. There is no corruption in this case. So you run into those 4 orcs, you happen across paths, bad time, they're going to steal your stuff. Okay, to close this up with some other updates, put this at the back in case this isn't relevant later on down the road. Webpage, still being migrated. Forums, still being migrated. Referrals, still being migrated. Just so you guys know, I do kind of stay on top of Steven. I stay on top of talking with Intrepid. They poke back with me. We are seeing some progress being made. A lot of things are working. A lot of things are getting unraveled. Don't freak out. All your stuff is there. The Embers have been issued, mostly. The Legendary Path has been issued, mostly. The password recovery system is working, mostly. Now, for the bad news, it is 17 January. People were expecting a test on the 18th, 19th, and 20th. Unfortunately, the next open beta weekend is going to be the 24th of January through the 27th. Good decision on their part to not just put it up this weekend for the sake of putting it up. It's a lot of work to button up a beta, put it up on the servers, then take it down. I would rather see them not go through the exercise in futility. I'd rather see them, not put it back up until it's ready to stay up. I know a lot of people are angry about this. Truth be told, I don't think it should have come up last weekend. It should have stayed down until it was ready to go up and stay up. But it is what it is. So next open beta weekend is the 24th of January. And that's it, guys. Doing a little Ashes of Creation today. Want to make sure you guys don't think I forgot about the game. If you guys want to talk more, I'm on the Ashes of Creation Discord all the time. I'm Jahlon, #0001. You can join my Discord if you want to talk in peace. If you guys want to PM a question, PMs to me about the game do stay private. I don't, if you have a concern, I will take your concern to Intrepid, but I'm never going to say, oh, hey, user number 123 asked a question. I'll just be like, users have asked me this question. If you guys want to hang out while I stream, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, I got different times all throughout the week so that different communities can catch me. As always, special thanks to my sponsors. I am giving away money. There is a giveaway down below, but I couldn't give that money away without these guys, so big thanks to all them. Anyway, guys, I want to get this cut. I am having a good, strong year. I want to keep that year up. If you guys need anything, want to know anything about Ashes of Creation, leave it in the comments below. I'll either answer you directly or it might turn into a video. You guys take care. Hey, where are you going? You're not done yet. See these videos? This video's up here to watch. You gotta go over here. Hit the chibi. Subscribe to the channel. Check out the webpage. And I'll see you guys on Twitch.